Hi Sharee, jsiegrist here from the Jones Buick GMC dealership. I just wanted to send you the video over like I said I would on the Buick Enclave. I know it's a little bit of a shock to the system since this is not the vehicle that you came in looking at, but I wanted to take a couple minutes just to point out some of the things and features on this vehicle that made me think of it right away when you told me what was important to you. First off, this is the one that we briefly looked at last night. It's the Enclave Avenir. So this is the higher end one. So this is going to have all the features and options and trim levels. And as we talk more, we can determine what items and features are important to you in a vehicle, and we can go from there. But I figured this is a great starting point because it kind of showcases a little bit of everything. A couple things you'll notice about the Avenir right away is that it has a grille that is exclusive to it, a little bit different than the rest of the Buick Enclave lineup. So it's got a very elegant, very sharp and powerful look to it. In addition to that, in the front end, you have your daytime running lights, which are LED, and then you also have your headlamps. They are a projector beam housing, and then you have your LED surround lights as well, which make it really nice and help with visibility. You have the 20-inch wheels and tires on it. These wheels here are exclusive to the Avenir trim level, and you'll see a lot of the badging denoting that it is the Avenir, which is the higher end one for the Enclave. So you can kind of think of it just like Denali is to GMC, the top end, the Avenir is Buick's cream of the crop. So a couple things to point out here when we take a look at the inside. This is the ebony metallic with the black leather interior. Once again, Avenir on the seat. Beautiful stitching, beautiful layout, nicely upholstered and bolstered on the inside. So the steering wheel layout puts all the controls right at your fingertips for both the radio, for the hands-free voice commands, the Bluetooth, things like that. You have a nice big color display in here that is customizable, that you can change the information that it shows you. Moving over to the radio screen, one of the things you'll find is that it is the bezel-less radio screen. So no edge, no trim, just very nice, very good looking. You can see it has a couple buttons on either side here for different things. Some of the features being that this one has the forward collision alert, the lane departure warning, the adaptive cruise control, speed up and slow down, the front pedestrian braking, all the nice safety features, things like that, rear cross traffic alert. What's neat about it is if I go and it has the electronic gear selector, so all I have to do is make sure I'm pushing this little button on the side here. When I push that up and over, now I'm in reverse. You see the backup camera shows up. Let me close the door so you can see it better. Surround view camera, the bird's eye view. I also have the normal camera out the back here, but that gives a little bit better visibility. And then in addition to that, even if I put it back in park, which is just a simple push of a button, I can go up here and I actually have the high mounted rear camera as well. It gives a little bit of a wider angle, and that is activated not just by putting it in reverse. All you have to do is you can have your normal mirror, which, there we go, now we can see out the back a little bit, or to offer better visibility, we just do that, flips right over to the camera. Really nice, really useful. Between the two different camera systems, it's going to help make sure that you are aware of your surroundings and very sure when you go to make any maneuvers or back out in the vehicle here. So, in addition to that, this has the navigation system, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all of the nice, great features that you've come to expect, especially in a vehicle of this caliber. And that's something that we can discuss more later. I just kind of wanted to show the layout for now. Lots of USB ports, lots of auxiliary ports, tri-zone climate control, heated steering wheel, heated seats, air-cooled seats, heated seats for the second row. There is right here, this panel is for wireless charging. You lay your phone on that, it starts charging, simple as that. One of the things you'll notice, this has a soft instrument panel dash, so very nice, very plush, very nice to the feel, and it has real live stitching. A lot of even the high-end vehicles out there have a faux stitching to it, which just kind of takes away a little bit. You'll also find that on top of that attention to detail, you have real aluminum trim. Anywhere where it looks like metal and aluminum, it is. It's not a plastic. which is really, really nice to see that attention to detail in a high-end vehicle. It's a IAHS top safety pick. It's a JD Power and Associates dependability study. It makes for a very nice overall vehicle in all categories. So one of the things, once I get out here, that we can see a little bit better, we have the memory seats along the doors here. Not only do they remember the position that you like your seat and all the controls you have for that, but they also remember how you like your steering wheel, because the steering wheel is power, tilt, and telescopic. So at the push of a button, telescope out, go back in, go up, go down, the whole 9 yards. You'll also notice inside here that it has a dual sunroof skylight. The front here, the sunroof is open, that glass does move. The back one, the shade is pulled on it, but that opens up not the glass, but just the shade to be a nice skylight for you as well. You'll also notice it has the power lift gate right here at the back. Now it does also have not only the button on the inside here, but it has it on the key fob, back at the lift gate itself, or it even has the hands-free feature where you just kick your foot underneath it if your hands are full, and it opens right up for you. Another thing I always like to point out, comes with the Bose surround sound speaker system, so it's going to have a great quality sound out of it. Part of the safety features that it has, you'll see the little symbol right on here. It shows that is the side blind zone alert. So when you see that symbol lit up in amber, it lets you know that a vehicle is in your blind spot. Both sides of the mirror have it, and it'll also let you know the lane change alert of a vehicle that's fast approaching. As you can see, nice, great amount of leg room back here. Your passengers in the rear not only have very comfortable, very plush seats, but they have their own climate controls, their own heated seats, their own power ports, USB ports, everything that you could possibly ask for. So looking at the back here, you'll also see you have the third row of seat. No vehicle has a ton of third row of seat room, but this has a good amount of room. And what's nice is the second row seat slides forward. So now you can see this seat here is slid farther forward than that one. So depending on who's got the long legs and where you need the leg room, you can make it work. You also have the ability to fold the seats down. There's your third row. Like we talked about, it's going to be better than what the Tahoe or the Yukon is. But of course, nothing's as spacious as sitting in the front or the second row. So, coming around to the back, push of a button opens the power lift gate. You'll see it's got the very nice dual chrome exhaust, makes for a great look at the back there. Also has the camera system housed into it, and this panel below drops down to give you a hitch package. So even if you just want to not necessarily tow a trailer, but put a bike rack on the back of it or something like that, it has the capability of that, and it has the beefier engine and transmission cooler, so that this 310 horsepower engine will stay cool and be able to take whatever you throw at it. So as you can see, I wasn't kidding. There's a nice amount of room at the back here, way more than what the Tahoe or the Yukon has, and it's a great layout, a little bit similar to what the Traverse has, but a little bit different in its design and sculpting, so that there's a little bit more usable space out of it, and it is just a much more premium vehicle, no two ways about it. We have power folding seats for the front and the rear, so at the push of a button, seats fold down. You can get it to the left or the right. Push of a button, they come right back up. What's nice is they fold down flat, so you have the versatility for whether you want to have cargo room, leg room, a little bit of both, however you need it to be. So as you can see, very nicely equipped vehicle, nice layout. Hopefully this answers a little bit of questions for you, and we can schedule a time for you to come in, see it in person, drive it, make sure you like it, and then discuss things further. But this should be a good first look for you to get a little bit of a feel, and just feel free to reach out to me with any other thoughts or questions that you have. I'll make sure you have all my contact information, and we'll talk more then. Thanks, and have a good one.